We are back, and we're back with more HypeWatch. So this week in the HypeWatch, I can kind of give you guys a little bit of a hint. You notice there hasn't been HypeWatch last week. One of the reasons for that is that there's nothing to hype. To be honest with you, when I get trailers, I'm usually asked to put the trailers up like as soon as I'm asked. So most of the news that I would say on Sunday has already been done throughout the week already, and many companies don't necessarily do anything on Sunday except for a few Asian companies. It's their Monday, so they just pop out like midday Sunday and be like, do this, do this, do this, and I'm like, bro, it's Sunday, it's my day off. But with that said, what I like to do on Sunday is the stuff that may have not been showcased is the stuff that I'll showcase on my own, and that's pretty much what we're going to talk about in this video. Per se, August is a very dead month. You're not going to get a lot of things in August, which is unfortunate. Just the way that August is, game companies go on vacation. Like, there's a lot of companies that, hey, we'll see you mid-September. And I'm like, bruh. And that's just the way that it goes. With that said, content doesn't stop just because the companies stop. And what we're going to do today is we're going to talk a little bit about my game. We're going to talk a little bit about things that we are going to do going forward. I'm going to have to spin black cards, but that's fine. And stuff that's going to happen on the channel. So the way that things are going forward is we have a lot of PC stuff to take care of. So you're going to see PC reviews, you're going to see the Android reviews as well, and you're going to see Punishing, because I haven't... Punishing and maybe Genshin. I mean, guys, let me know if you want to see Genshin, because I do play Genshin still, but I just don't throw videos up for it, because the way that Genshin works is a high volume game, and if you don't cover it consistently, you're wasting time putting a video out a week. I'm just telling everybody who's a content creator, if you are not doing 2 to 3 Genshin videos a day, you're not going to get coverage like that. And Punishing is actually coming up on that, so I have to decide what I want to do with that, because I'm not a Punishing driven spammer. Like, I just do my videos, and you see I go up on my business. They do between 1 to 5K on average or something like that. Sometimes 1, sometimes 2, sometimes 3. I'm not really doing it to be a Punishing Gray Raven content creator. I'm doing it because I've always liked the game, and I was the first one to cover the game, the first one to put it out there. So I'm still going to continue to cover the game. I'm just not going to be a Punishing Gray Raven spammer. I'm probably going to be one of the first YouTube content creators at 80, most likely, because people I haven't seen many global content creators past 70 besides me, and that's not me flaunting anything. It's just not. I don't know why. And it's weird because they're like the majority of the Punishing Gray Raven people are whales. Like, how the fuck are you not 70? Like, what are you doing? Like, you spent all that money on the characters but don't play the game? That's confusing to me. But just is what it is. With that said, you're still gonna see it on the channel, and it's just a fun game. I play it for where I want to play it. And like I said in a recent video, I think Alpha is the best Lucia, because the S Lucia is weird. She got too many chores. I thought Alpha had chores, but S Lucia has chores. She got 2 different stances and specials and everything. I was like, this is doing too much. Like, we doing too much. She pretty as hell, but I can't. Like, this is doing way too much. I don't feel like being bothered. And to be honest with you, I hardly feel like being bothered with the orb pinging with Lucia. I mean, with Alpha, to be honest with you. It takes away from it. They're okay characters, but I think that, like, and it's already starting to happen now, when people were getting on me when I said, hey, like, Alpha really isn't the best character in this game. She's probably the best bosser or the best boss killer in the game, but she's not the best character in the game. And the community is going to find that out, and people are starting to say that she's not the best character in the game. And people was like, what are you talking about? She's like, you're just talking crap. Like, I am a content creator, and I'm a dev now, a game creator. On top of that, which we're going to talk about in this video, I can kind of tell what a community is going to say about a character. Like, now that the hype is over, everybody's kind of saying, like, you know, Luna's kind of better. She's more a complete character. Bianca is kind of more of a complete character. Vera is more of a complete character. Hell, B. Lee, I think it's B. Lee, is more of a complete character. He's not stronger though, but he's more of a complete character. You have to kind of put player skill, the ease of use, the ease of maxing out a character, and then you look at what is the community going to do. The community ain't trying to sit here and try hard with a squishy ass character to do 1,000 DPS and just straight up die. Not everybody's going to be able to do that. They want to beat the game. And when you get that out there, that is going to override, because you remember casual to free to play, or even if you want to call people like new players, they're not going to run around with alpha like that. I'm going to tell you guys right now, this is just not going to happen. So what ends up happening, they start to reject all of the meta talk and say this character ain't meta, and start leaning towards the characters that it's actually easier to max out. It's actually easier to master, and those characters end up being higher. I knew that was going to happen. I knew that was going to happen because it happens every game. Somebody always make a YouTube video and show you some badass 1,000 DPS stuff where they have like the best gear in the game, and you ain't going to have that gear when you get the character, and then you're going to be looking like, well, what the fuck? Like, it always happens. It always happens every single time. But with that said, she's still fun as hell, and you see she's on the screen right now. Now, as far as my game and what we are actually doing with my game right now, the whole entire storyboard is done, because, you know, obviously I've never been a dev before, but in order to actually make a consistent game, you actually need the story, because like what are we making? What are the characters making? And I never actually had a storyboard for the game before, so I had to actually, for a month, since I told you guys, I had to sit there and make the storyboard for the game and go with lore. I had to actually go with a professional, I forgot what they're called, but it's pretty much a person that they like a lorist. I know that's not a word, but that's just what they do. They put together lore, and then it's their purpose and everything to kind of like get together and say, hey, this is gonna work, this is gonna work, this isn't gonna work. And well, if you're doing this, like if you're doing something with space, or if you're doing something with fantasy, like what's the reasoning behind all of this? Like, is there a reason? Hello? Is there a reason for you to be there? Does this character have reasons? Is there cross reasons? Does this character have a relationship with this character? What is the archetype for the whole game going to be? And this is all stuff that you have to work out. I told you guys I was going to keep you guys in the loop with all this, so that's kind of like what this video is all about, keeping everybody in the loop. This archer in the background has just been shooting at me hardcore, like he's actually... Where were you even going there? Yo, you thought you were gonna do that. You got iframe, bitch. I could have supered, but no reason. And so the storyboard's done. And the way that this game is going to work, it is going to be an MMO, but it's actually going to be I should hit retry. It's going to be an MMO that branches out into different games. There's going to be more than one game, but the MMO is going to be the main storyline. The game is going to be branching out to other things. I know I'm being extremely vague, but what I'm trying to do is stuff is similar to the way that Phantasy Star and Final Fantasy does, but I want you to have more of an anime type of feel to it. Characters are going to have power levels. They're going to have things kind of akin to spirit power from Bleach. That was actually an idea from somebody else that they brought in, because I had the original idea, but that idea was kind of whack, and people let me know it was kind of whack, so I agreed, so we changed out the idea. So we're getting something akin to that, and your overall power is going to mean something in the game, and how enemies perceive you, or whether an enemy is going to be scared of you, or if they might be weakened by your simple presence to them or stuff like that. And you see stuff like that happen in anime where people get kind of like, they understand like, oh, this person's kind of strong, should I be doing this? And that is what's going to happen in the game. So essentially it's going to be like your BP, but let's just do this. No sir. That still hit me? Oh, I'm mad. You're getting special just because that hit me. Get out of here. I'm mad that hit me. So that's how that's gonna work, and I want to have good character creation in the game, so you're gonna have full use and look on how your character looks. You're gonna have relationships in the game. You're gonna validly have relationships and validly have heirs or offspring. So I'm kind of saying a lot, but yeah. So if you have a waifu, and it's fine if people copy this, because I would like to see this in more games. I actually want companies to copy something like this. Let's say you have a real life waifu. If both of you play in the game and you can validly get married in the game and you can validly have a kid in the game and you can dedicate it to be whatever, and that child will technically be able to be made your alt. So if you want to play the game again and go through the game again, you're going to actually be able to actually go through the game again as a child. And the child will actually recognize that who the parents were, and there will be a system set up for that. So like I'm trying to get the social aspect back in video games, because we lost the social aspect a lot with everything. So I don't want to get hit again. Out of here, you losers. So every single person who's heard that was like, holy crap, like why is that not in more games? Technically it's in a few games, but not to the extent of what I just said. Okay, so I think we need some of these, so let's go with that. And we need some of this. And we need some of those. The reason why I'm doing this stage is because it's quicker. It's quicker, and I wanted to do something that I don't have to, I can cut my brain off. You can do the other stages and it's all just fine, like C4, and C5 is more or less if you want to farm for this. You can also do that at C3 too. And I'm actually going to start farming for that maybe now, because what we're doing is all this gear right now, this is for B Lucia, and I took it off B Lucia, and B Lucia's using all this, so we're going to take all this off of B Lucia. She's going to get back her gear, and this is officially, this gear right here is just here so I can see it, so I can know what I'm actually doing and what needs to be done. All right, so that's why I needed to do that. So I need 3 of these. So we're gonna go back out. I hope you guys like that. Essentially, also on the channel on Sundays, you're gonna see more. So Saturday is kind of like a should you reinstall. So you're gonna kind of like get retro stuff, which is why you saw the Bleach video yesterday, but I ended up busy, so I didn't even get to do the videos that I wanted to do. This stuff just ended up being slotted in to different spots, and you know, that's what ended up happening. But going forward, Sunday is strictly going to be HypeWatch and trailers. That's what it's going to be from here on out. Really? Hang on, just not even say nothing. Let's see what happens. I doubt it's gonna do it in one. It's not gonna do, well, I can get more than one. Let's see if it happens, so I don't have to go into this fight again. I wanted to show this, but really, hey, whatever you say, game. Whatever you say, game. So, and it's kind of like, again, I could transfer stuff, but I don't want to. And plus there's stuff that you get for farming. All this in a way. All of my stages are done. They're flat done. So I don't even have to farm any stages anymore. Let's see what they change into. We're using this. And so we have a yellow ping. I need to get rid of these two. What does it change it to? Is it gonna be something to work with? Nope, you gave me a red. There you go. Alright, so we now are good. We got our sword stance ready. No. You're not dead. Really? I had one more left, but whatever. Damn it, why are you not? No, sir. Can I hit them from here? Let's see. You sure enough can. Range is so stupid. It's so far. And you see the way that, you see how long the beam is? That beam lies. That beam absolutely lies. It does not hit on the right or the left that far. It's just like in a straight cone, straight forward. That beam is not truthful whatsoever. Goes pretty far though. So that's what's happening on the game. That's where we're at right now. So now that we have a complete storyboard and we know what needs to be going in, now you start making systems. And this isn't just totally ended up being a bigger thing than what I anticipated, because the idea just keeps growing and more and more people are starting to come on board. So it's a thing. It's a big thing. And I'm really happy about it, because as a gamer, one of the biggest things that you can possibly do, and like the pinnacle, is actually make a game. So the fact that my game and my game idea has people excited, that professional people want to come on board and make this game happen, like, I don't even know what to say, because I just expect it to be a little indie project, which it still is an indie project, but I wasted that. Get out the field, or you get killed like before. No, sir. Now, what I have to do, since I'm using alpha, is I actually have to build up Kamui, who I'm going to be, who I'm going to be building up next after we finish up alpha, which she's going to be finished up like maybe in a day. Alright, I'll let you do that. She is so ridiculously fun. It's adorable. Alright. Now, we're gonna cooperate. I'm gonna get 6 of them. Hello? Let's go 5. Cooperate with me, game. There you go. Okay, so now we can do this. And that is what's happening. Now, we don't have any good games to be announced. There's some interesting games, and I'm talking about the rest of the year. I'm not talking about this month. I'm talking about there is like no hype. There is no hype. Bam. So that is 45 all the way through. Now what happens is, since we're focused on just simply getting resonance, we need resonance. In order to do that, you would think that you would spam out a certain thing, but what you should actually do, oh, I did that. Since we're farming resonance for all her stuff, is you need to actually farm out the boss stages. You actually need this, because what I need to actually happen is I need the 6 memory drop to happen, and you'll actually farm out resonance faster this way than trying to farm out 10 stages at 60, because it's going to cost you a bunch of currency. What ends up happening is that this is going to drop between, and if your luck is extremely bad, but it's going to drop between 1 to 2 times, sometimes even more than that, and it usually ends up averaging being good. But it's going to drop that, and if it ends up dropping and it's not patent, what you can do is you can sell it, and once you get 3 of them, you can turn around and turn that into another patent, because it takes 150 to get a patent dupe. So I'm going to do that until I finish out both patent and what is it, Darwin? Yeah, patent and Darwin. And you have the actual chance of it actually dropping patent and Darwin, which speeds up that chance. And what you also do is, because certain characters are actually better with 5-star memories, like I have Kamui to build, and he is going to be using this. He's going to be using Da Vinci, and I'm going to be using Voltaire. So every time, and you see some of this is already done already, because I was doing that for the most part. So I only need 2 more Voltaire, and then I can turn around and then change up to Da Vinci. That's a little bit of punishing for you guys. And then it's crazy that he's almost 3K with just 1 piece that's just built to 30. He's like, bruh, I like that. I like that. Anyway, that's what we're doing with that. And that is all I got for you guys. This is kind of just some site news, what's going on with my game, what we're going to be doing going forward. So you guys know, Monday through Friday is going to be reviews. Going to be PC, mobile. Saturday is kind of throwback, kind of what's going to be happening should you reinstall Saturday, which is pretty much the theme. Sunday is particularly all trailers and stuff that I found that's hype that I think you guys should know, even though I do trailers during the week, but that's usually because a company asks me to. Sunday, though, is particularly going to be, unless a review is asked, which I do think there is one somebody want me to do, so I'm probably going to have to do that. Yeah, I think there is one. There's some new game that popped up, so we're going to be doing that this Sunday, but going forward, going to be HypeWatch and trailers. So I will see you guys next video. Have a good week. And also, real quick, I want to thank everybody who's been commenting and talking about the games, because companies actually pay attention to that, and they will they've actually been reaching out to some of you guys, and some people actually got invited into betas, and I didn't know that. I didn't tell them to do that, and they didn't tell me they were doing that, but you know, they've been reaching out to people on YouTube and trying to get further feedback on stuff. So good job on that, and congrats to some of the people who got reached out for betas. I know Sword of Legends Online did that. Everybody who commented pretty much got keys, and I didn't know that you know, they didn't tell me. If they would have told me, that would have told people to come and get some keys. So that was a little bit of a debate, but it's nice of them, so just keep that in mind. So see you guys next video. Be legendary and peace. Thanks for watching another video by me, Scion Storm. If you like what you see here, please by all means like, subscribe, share with all your friends. It really helps me out, and I appreciate everybody who stops by. One love and be legendary. Peace.